Should Cyberpunk Orion continue on in Night City? This is a question that has remained in my brain ever since we found out about Orion. There are pros and cons to staying in Night City. For one, you already have an established location, established characters, and you can always bring in new characters and expand on the map, similar to what they did with Phantom Liberty. But that pro is also a con. Things might be too similar to how they were before and might feel too repetitive to people. Continuing on in the same city could limit the creativity of the devs. Night City is just one of those cities that you can't escape from. I always find myself going back to Cyberpunk. I can never keep it deleted from my PlayStation. I'm always going back to it. So I just hope with Orion, if they do choose to move forward, that they can capture that same feeling in the new city. I hope everything connects well, the characters, the story, all the side missions and everything, it all just fits so well together with the lore. I hope they can capture that again. Because truthfully, Night City is its own character, and a good or a bad character can make or break a game. Imagine if Night City was just absolute doo doo, and even after CDPR fixed all the bugs and glitches that came out with the game, maybe people might have not liked it as much if the city was just not as interesting, not as engaging, and the lore just wasn't really there. Night City is the main character, just like V, just like Johnny Silverhand. And speaking of them two, that leads to my next question. Should V and Johnny Silverhand return in Cyberpunk Orion? This would be really tough to pull off simply due to the nature of Cyberpunk 2077. It's a full on action RPG in its entirety, with all the different dialogue choices, romance options, endings, the life paths. And for the main one, the fact that V is, I guess, completely subjective because, V is who you want V to be. The only way I could see this possibly working is if they were to make some specific dialogue choices canon and make probably one ending canon. But of course, this would mean they'd have to override some of the players' choices, and we all know players do not like that. And then you have the fact that V is dying throughout the whole game. Your entire mission, your entire goal is to find a way to get the relic out of your head without dying, or just to find a way for you and Johnny to coexist. If I were to pick one ending to be canonized to move forward into Orion, I'd probably pick the star ending where you leave Night City with Yal the Caldos, simply because you're leaving the city, going to a new location. And with that ending, V has about 6 months to live. I believe they're going to Arizona, and they're going to try to meet some contacts, try to figure this whole thing out, see if they can find a way to get V to not die. The only problem with this ending, if they wanted to use it, is that Johnny is no longer in V's head. So if they wanted to use it, they'd have to find a way to bring him back or just completely forget about him. I'd love to see V return in Orion, but I'd completely understand if CDPR just wants to move on to a new character, because this would be really hard to execute. But yeah, I thought I'd just make a short little video on this because this has kind of been in my head ever since we've got information, or I guess I should say confirmation, that Orion will be developed. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Should V and Johnny somehow make a return in Cyberpunk Orion, and should they also make a return to Night City or find a new location? As always, like the video if you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.